Welcome back to the off-road camper. We got the big E450 back from the repair shop. About $2,000 roughly in repairs. Needed a water pump, thermostat housing gasket. I think they said thermostat housing too. And a serpentine belt. And then they did a full flush on the power steering system and the brake system, and topped off and added the new fluid. So, and they also checked all the other fluids while they were there. Just kind of a general trip inspection just to make sure everything's hunky-dory. We don't know why the water pump failed, and I went back in my records. The water pump that was on this was an OEM Ford pump that was replaced about 4 years ago by the original owners when the truck was still in fleet service. So I'm not sure why it's failed. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. But it was just freaky. There was absolutely no signs of it failing, and it was still pumping. The vehicle never overheated. It never got hot. I was running the heater and everything was fine. I was constantly checking my gauges. Just all of a sudden I heard a noise, and the noise was getting worse, and so I pulled over to check, and I'm like, oh wow, I got issues. So we're back in the truck now. We just dropped off the Jeep at my business address and picked up the trailer. I'm not sure if we'll head out of town tonight or if we'll wait till morning. I don't really like traveling at night. It's not as bad in the truck because the truck has got way better headlights and you can see the road better than the Jeep. But all that said, we'll probably be heading towards the coast pretty quickly. Oh yeah, I asked them to check the electrical system. We talked about it like 3 times on the phone, but I don't think they got to it to find out why the truck batteries aren't charging. So I might take a swing through Beaverton area and hit up some of the overlanding shops over in that area. There's 3 or 4 of them, and see if they can take a quick look and figure out why those batteries aren't charging. It would be really nice to know what's going on, why they're not charging. And so that we can deal with that. And from over here, I was just looking from over here, this looked like it was one of the wall insulation panels that had popped out from between the studs. But it's just an extra piece of insulation that I have to go up there. Optical illusion. So one thing I did notice last night, the little trailer has far more ventilation than the truck does. It has a fantastic exhaust fan on the roof. It has 2 side vents that are basically exhaust gas vents for when you're using it as a toy hauler. And one of those is permanently blocked off right now. And then, of course, there's screen doors. So it has more ventilation than the truck does, even with all the air leaks in the truck. You can control the ventilation better in that truck, but it's also so much better insulated. It's only, I think, 1.5 inch foam core walls in that trailer, and it's aluminum studs and aluminum frame, just like this. So I'm not sure why it is, but it is so much warmer in that trailer. Just a little bit of heat, and it's really warm, and it retains that heat. And other than having to get up and walk around or stretch out or do anything, it is far better suited for the kind of travel that I'm doing than the truck is. I just wish that that we could figure out what was wrong with the Jeep and fix it very cost effectively, because I'd much rather be traveling in the Jeep and the little trailer. So, yeah, I've got a lot more room here in the truck, but all that is doing is making me carry more gear than I really need to carry. So, but as always, like, subscribe, and share, and hope you enjoyed the update.